Attention listener, attention. Warning sign prohibited sign passport control, no one under 18 to be perfectly clear. This is a warning for the audio you are about to hear. The Adrian Lozano show is for mature audiences of legal age only, no one under 25. This program contains explicit and very graphic descriptions of acts of a sexual nature. Strong adult language and adult situations along with adult themes such as controlling violence, and occasionally you might get graphic references to drugs and alcohol usage. The Adrian Lozano show is a show about a very funny man who does reviews of every kind of entertainment and discussing new movie trailers with his various assortment of special guests. Adrian also covers life lessons dealing with anxiety and being manic, as well as depression, stress, and the everyday battle of struggling with mental health. As always, this is a comedy show intended for the purposes of humor if you like jokes in bad taste. So if you were still here, then good on you, mate. We appreciate your support. You can also support the show by going to anchor.fm and becoming a supporter. We're going to patreon.com/Adrian Marcus Lozano, Marcus with a K. And we thank you so very much for listening. Now on with the greatest show ever to have Lozano attached to it. It is time for the Adrian Lozano Show.
Down, it's the Adrian Lozano Show. Where the beep beep telephone, a place to call your own. Where the facts are still unknown. It's the Adrian Lozano Show. Woo! Take it off!
Warning, really serious. Warning, this is another serious warning. Spoilers for the movie Bird Box. Also spoilers for Bird Box. Thank you. Bird Box. Bird Box.
This is your friendly neighborhood, Adrian Lozano, telling you to take your blindfold off. You've got a Bird Box review coming at you, along with a little independent project called Venom. I saw Venom and I saw Bird Box. I saw them both through a haze of fog. So, this is your friendly neighborhood Lozano, Adrian, backwards much, coming at you from an unfriendly neighborhood, the unfriendliest. Well, we're friendly if you're local. You know, I guess that's everywhere. Anyway, I saw Bird Box, and yeah, take your blindfold off. Take your blindfold off! Take your blindfold off. Pull your pants down and take your blindfold off. Take your blindfold off. Because if you want to run somewhere after you're done seeing something, you'll trip yourself up, and then you're okay, right? No. You can't unsee what you've seen. But what if you blurrily see it? I think as a person, I am a human person. As a human person, I would most definitely say that as a human person that wears glasses, you keep adding to that. As a human person that wears glasses and also has a penis. As a human person that wears glasses, also has a penis, and just watched the movie Bird Box. Those poor birds. I would take my glasses off. Because I feel like a blurriness might be a filter, even though B.D. Wong, that didn't help him much. Oh, B.D. Wong! In memoriam of B.D. Wong, we will play this tune. Na 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 na. What are you playing it a cappella? Yeah. And don't you pella anybody. Aka? Aka. Na 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 na. Right? Right? Too soon. Those poor dinosaurs. Na 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 na. So I'm about 15 minutes into Burbox, B-U-R-R, Burbox. That's what I thought it was, because I got a thick accent. You can really hear the accent in my accent. Oh, you don't know how to read. I get it. No, I thought it was Burbox. I mean, Burr is, it's a road. It's a road. Fuck you. It's a road. Anyway, Burbox. Burbox. So you're going to have to stop saying Burbox in there. Who is that? Or with the Burbox Association? You're saying Burbox. Oh, okay, anyway, so I'm watching the Burbox, and it's got the Sandra Bullock. You could call it Bullock Box. I don't know. I can't say I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dunk-a-dunk, ba-dunk-a-dunk, ba-dunk-a-dunk. God gave me that girl's ba-dunk-a-dunk, then he left me on my own. Ba-dunk-a-dunk, ba-dunk-a-dunk. Anybody remember that from an old episode? I know I sure don't. Okay, so, ba-dunk-a-dunk, ba-dunk-a-dunk. Okay, so, what the and fuck, man? What the and fuck, man, is... I just got to the part, I don't know how far in, it feels like I'm 3 hours into the movie. Boy, is it dragging. You got Malkovich in there. I used to like Malkovich. I used to. Now, not so much. I run my tractor over your fucking head. You know, like, he's got his moments, alright? There's times when a Malkovich can be good for a man or a woman. I guess, if you're into that. I don't know, man. Okay, look, I like all the characters. I like how it's a quick mash 'em up. That trainee cop is pretty hot. She hasn't died yet. I'm assuming everybody dies except Sandra Bullock, considering she's in a boat with 2 kids at the beginning. I don't think everybody goes back to their families and whatnot. Just saying. My buddy Becky saw this movie. He told me he don't like the movie. He wants to see the monster. I got a pretty good imagination, you know. That being said, how ironical is this? That's right, I'm using proper times. This motherfucker doesn't like spoilers, but yet he wants to see the monster. Yet me, I like the spoilers, but yet I'm cool not seeing the monster. What does that say about us? I don't know. And do I care? I guess a little bit, because I mentioned it on the podcast. But again, this is therapy, and I'm thinking out loud. Da-na-na-na-na. Put the gun in my right pocket. Da-na-na-na-na. Got an extra clip in the left. Da-na-na-na-na. Alright, so, I love The Long Kiss Goodnight. Watch it. If you haven't watched it, fucking watch it. Fucking watch it already. Just, not Burbox. The Long Kiss Goodnight. Anyway, so back to the Burbox. So I really like, my favorite part so far, take your blindfold off. My favorite fucking part. I love that shit. Bam! 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 Fucking awesome. Take your blindfold off. Machete! 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 Oh, you have to say machete when you swing a machete. It's just like when you're chopping wood and you have an axe. You chop wood, you go axe and chop. Wait, so which one is it, axe or chop? Look, if you want to get technical, it's chop. But if you're throwing an axe, you say axe. Jesus, it's not that hard. So what would you say when you were macheteing that guy? Would you say maim? Maim? No, you fucking commoner. No! Commoner. You fucking say machete, 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 machete. And then you fucking get him. And, Yeah, good times. I like it so far. It's okay. It's kind of scary. They just crashed into the supermarket. We'll see where it goes from here. But my predictions are that everybody dies, because that seems like the kind of movie that it is. What dance is this? They call it the jig. Jig on, jig on. Oh, Sears. Sad news, Sears is closing. Put on your Sunday best, kids. We're going to Sears. They're closing. We're gonna keep on going to Sears till they close. Ooh, too soon. Sorry. Back to Bird Box. Bird Box! Bird Box! Bird Box. Okay, so let me get into the acting real quick. How do I put this? Look, Malkovich is hit or miss with me. I like him when he's a bad guy, but I don't like him when you're supposed to like him. Excuse me. Okay, so, I don't know. He's hit or miss for me. He's mid or hiss. He's mid or hiss. But, like Sarah Paulson. Sarah Paulson's a great actress. She's amazing. I love her brother and miss him dearly, Robert Paulson. And, you know, it's weird. Sandra Bullock, I feel like she can play any role, especially since Speed, the movie. You know, I mean, I love the movie is also good. You know, but the thing about her is that like things like Blindside, things like oh, what's that other movie she did? She's only done one other movie. God, what is the name of it? Fuck. He's stalling, folks. Oh, just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a Bullock, Sandra. No, everybody's favorite Sandra Bullock movie, Demolition Man. Come on! Look, she's great. It's weird. It's weird, the acting. Machine Gun Kelly plays a terrible piece of shit, so he fits right in there. Yeah, gosh, golly gee willikers. Look, it's so far where I'm at. Everybody's, you know, bird boxing it up, and I'll say this: Malkovich is good at making you not like him, and anybody that's good at making you not like them is an amazing actor. That's a skill. When you can get somebody to really hate you, that's a skill that you have to admire, you know? I mean, you have to fucking admire the fuck out of it, or else, you know, it puts the lotion on its skin. So fucking, we're 28 hours upriver, downriver, in river, on river. Oh, river, I miss river. Oh, he got sad, but I didn't mention the last name, so you don't know who I'm talking about. How many people named River are there? Not that many, I guess. That's right. Okay, so, if anything happens to me, you save yourself, or you always, you cut twice and you measure 6 times, and, yeah, look, there's been a lot of memes of people eating chicken blindfolded, saying Bird Box, or not saying it, but, you know, the letters, the Mimi letters, the Mimi letters, the Mimi Nimi, the Mimi Nimi, the Mimi Nimi, the Mimi Nimi. We just saw Malkovich, and by we, I mean me and my symbiote. It's symbiote, my Sim for short. As they say in Australia, they call symbiotes Sim, so. Or I don't know how what do they call simians? Ooh, I may have tapped into something, I'm sorry. Okay, so Malkovich just got knocked out, or did he? And, I mean, they're all in B.D. Wong's house. I say you go back to the supermarket, you kill that guy, what killed your guy, and, you know, Machine Gun Kelly and that hot chick already ran off with the fucking car. Oh, am I gonna like this movie? Am I gonna like this movie, baby, or am I gonna not like it? I'm pretty sure that I am not gonna like it. Well, I mean, look, I really did not like A Quiet Place. I felt cheated. I felt wronged. I felt like a crime had been committed against me. But this one, it's alright so far. So far. There could be more pregnant belly touching, but just so far, it's alright, I guess. Kind of, in a way. So we've jumped ahead 5 years. 5 years. Before I go into the details about them jumping ahead 5 years, which is cool. I'm cool with that. But this rowdy scene of this dude being crazy, the newest guy, the one that Olympia let in, man, fuck. Did I see him being crazy? Not really. I was like, okay, well, maybe he did get away. Possibly. I feel like it was very look, I didn't trust him, but I thought, you know what I honestly thought? I thought he was a thief. That's what I thought. I thought he was a thief, and that he was about to like rip off all their food and take their supplies and then leave, take off again. Maybe he had some trick up his sleeve that he hadn't revealed. No, it just turns out he's crazy. So I didn't suspect him to be full-blown crazy, but I suspected something to be up with him. Really, really weird how this turned out. So 5 years into the future, man. 5 years. And we're training these kids, and it looks like they got away. It looks like, obviously we know that the male character doesn't go on without, like, Sandra Bullock just can't stand to have a male lead. I mean, look at poor Keanu Reeves, and look at that terrible movie, The Lake House. Too soon? Okay. Okay, so you can be fully functional crazy, fully functional, like able to operate a motor vehicle and have a conversation crazy, because only crazy people do that. You can fucking do all this and still be alive? Where is the line? Where's the barrier that says you have to be this, crazy? Or this, maybe sociopathic? I don't know. We get to see Dave DeSmallchin, who's everybody's favorite character from Ant-Man. You know, the foreigner from Ant-Man. It's getting good. It's getting good. I choose who looks, not my son, the other one. Not boy, girl. It hit a little close to home because I got a boy named Boy or whatever, you know. But, I choose who looks. So I watched The Boxing Birds. And that Dave DeSmallchin, man, he sure can get shot. Alright, well look, I liked it. I thought it was great. I didn't like, this is the one attribute about it I didn't like. I didn't like that they didn't find a way to kill the creatures. But I guess that can't be every story. You know, maybe that's another story. Maybe they do like a Cloverfield thing or whatever. I don't know. But overall, I liked it. I hate how vulnerable you are, because I depend on sight very much so, very greatly. And, of course, I thought A School for the Blind all along. I thought, if nothing else, blind people would go, like, they would be like, I guess, the blind leading the blind or whatever. You know, it would be like a survival team. It's like, oh yeah, we're all special ops, but we're all blind. It's like, what? You know, like, I don't know, just something along those lines. I was thinking about that. But, no, it ends very optimistically. I like how the Dr. Kumail Nanjiani comes back, and he's like, or she's like, what are your names? And Sandra Bullock's like, their names are boy and girl. No, that is very adorable. But I like that she named her Olympia after her stupid mother. And, no, her mother wasn't stupid. She just let in a crazy guy that caused all their deaths. But, you know, that's not her fault. She was relating to what it felt like to be an outcast. No, you still can't trust people. You really gotta distance yourself. They did it right by checking their eyes. I love that they checked their eyes. That was a good testing method. So, overall, the traditional thing on the Adrian Lozano show is whether or not it's worth it. It's worth it if you like Sandra Bullock. If you like Sandra Bullock, or you especially like seeing her get stressed the fuck out, then watch it. If you're a Sandra Bullock fan, it's a must-see. If you're not a Sandra Bullock fan and you can give two shits about Sandra Bullock, or maybe you're a hater of Sandra Bullock and you want to see her suffer, then yeah, definitely watch this movie and watch her suffer. Did I like it? That's irrelevant. Is it worth it? I would say not really, no. It's not worth it. If you're looking for action, no, it's not worth it. If you're looking for suspense, there's a little bit of suspense and a little bit of thriller elements, but overall there isn't enough of it to make it a nail biter, you know, not like the comic nail biter, but you know, nail biter. Now anyway. Look, I didn't really like it. I like Sandra Bullock, you know, if that says anything about me. You know, brunettes or whatever. I like Sandra Bullock, and it was interesting watching her go through this ride. I liked that she was an artist. That was very cool. But I didn't really dig it, man. I didn't really dig it. I got fooled on something else. I thought it was Kevin Pollak's voice. That was Rick on the fucking, I thought it was Kevin Pollak because I like Kevin Pollak. But who doesn't like Kevin Pollak, baby? Am I right? With the Kevin and the Pollak and the Pollak and the Kevin. He's got a big old anal Pollak. That's not the right word, you know, but it still sounds really gross if that's what you've got back there. It's an anal Pollak, Kevin Pollak's anal Pollak. Alright, so, Pollak. So, yeah, I didn't really like it. Such venom. Oh. Yeah, I didn't like it, but my opinion is irrelevant. Like I said, it does a good job of not giving away the ending. But if you're like me, you can kind of see, like, what are your vulnerabilities. If you've ever watched a horror movie, you know, right away, if the evil being attacks, oh yeah, that's the other thing. But if the evil being attacks you, because it hears you, because they're big giant ears and they hear you, or whatever, you know, look, then obviously somebody who's mute, they're immune, right? That's how somebody who's seen a horror movie's brain works. If you see the creature and you go crazy and kill yourself, then obviously anybody who's blind has a leg up in this situation. If you have one eye, you're kind of fucked because you still have to look around. Anyway, any Basenbakken, Weisenbakken, Husenbakken, Yorenbakken, Schlemiel, Schlemazel, haven't got over her death entirely. Okay, so, Jiminy Christmas with an S. That's right, Jiminy with an S. Oh, I didn't like it. But I like parts of it. I didn't like how Malkovich was like, he went down so quickly. I guess that's more realistic. He got stabbed in the chest, all whatnot. But I mean, he was great. I like how he shot that motherfucker. He kept his eyes closed, and he had a good death in the sense that he went out doing the right thing. He wasn't an asshole. He could have just gotten a fucking what do you call it? He could have just gotten secure himself and just gotten the shotgun and like barricaded himself in somewhere, but he didn't. He went up and he got in the shit, and that's admirable. That's admirable for him to fucking go out like that. I got to admit, when I heard the two shots, I really thought that Tom, our main character, our main male character, got shot. I really did. I was like, that motherfucker got shot. I really thought so. But when you see him come in with a blanket, I'm like, no, that other dude wouldn't come with a blanket. Also, he'd be staggering. He'd be limping. If they would have added a limp to it with no blanket, that would have really sold it. It's like, oh shit, Tom got shot. But no, it didn't. And like I said, Dave DeSmallchin, that guy could take a shooting. I didn't understand how this, like I said, if you're crazy enough, if you're just crazy enough, you'll survive being able to look at it. What did I think it looked like? That's not the oh wait fuck a moment. Oh wait fuck a moment. Check this out. So it started to fuck with your auditory senses, which scared me a lot. Because if you're blind, or even if you have very poor vision, you rely on your other senses heavily. And if you hear somebody telling you something in that same voice, kind of hard. I guess you have to reach out and touch that person. If that person isn't physically there, then you really can't buy what they're selling you over the voice. It was a little gut-wrenching, I with the whole Rapids thing, and I decide who looks. I don't know. I mean, I guess it would have really depended on who. I mean, you're gonna kill your kid, or you're gonna kill somebody else's kid. Nobody looks was not a good idea. I would assume that there would be no monsters around there, considering the rapids and whatnot. But whatever. Would I have looked? Yeah, probably. Because, I mean, I would hate to smash the boat on some rocks, I'd just take a quick peek, just a quick, like Chris Rock said for Stevie Wonder, just a quick, just a quick flap of the old hand, and, not that kind of flapping hand, but just a quick peek, just a quick, all right, we're going to run into rocks? No, we're not. All right, let's stay on this course, and then we're good, And, yeah, I guess if I would have went crazy, at least I wouldn't have killed the kids. It would have been like what happened to Adrian? I don't know. Bird box. Those fucking birds, they looked like shit at the end of that movie. They looked like they had really gone through and been in that box that whole time. They're like, we've been filming this movie for weeks. You ever gonna let us out of here? Come on! Actually, it's like that's the third set of birds this week. Ooh, oh man. We gotta stop filming these rapid scenes with real birds. But how do you expect the realism, you son of a dildo? Alright, so, on the joint rating system. This is the mutual joint rating system that a mutual friend of the podcast came up with. If you've been listening, then you know who it is. So, out of 5 joints, how many joints? Well, look, we can do it like this. How many joints would it take to enjoy this movie? It would take all 5. Okay? How many joints is this movie worth? On a scale of good joints, it's 2 joints. A solid, maybe 2 joints out of 5. See, that doesn't make sense to me. That's why I don't like numbers. How many joints would it take for you to enjoy this movie? I think is a way more accurate rating system. It would take you 5 joints. I got through it with 2 joints, but I think it would take. I did want to smoke more, but it moves pretty quick. The only drag is the character stuff. I do like that there were 2 pregnant chicks. Not that I'm into pregos, that's not the thing, but it's just like I like the dynamic of, hey, these chicks are like liabilities, like it's a real vulnerability. The auditory thing, man, when she was like, "Don't you take my children!" The auditory thing really, it started to fuck with me. Like I would have an argument with something that was telling me to look. You know, I don't want to look. I want to look at my eyelids for the rest of forever. Until forever. Whoa, whoa. Meow, whoa. So, like I said, if you're not a Sandra Bullock fan, or if you're, look, folks. If you like the Bullock, check it out. If you don't like the Bullock, but you like things that are bad happening to the Bullock, check it out. And if you're a fan of thriller or horror, then you've got to check it out, because a bunch of people get killed. So, you know, that's, the deaths aren't as gruesome. Tell you that right now. You get somebody who sits in a burning car. You get somebody else who gets hit by a garbage truck. All these things are computer generated. That car wasn't really on fire. And, you know, what do you call it? That girl wasn't really standing in front. Sarah Paulson wasn't really standing in front of a truck. They just had a drive-by and digitally put her in there. Yeah, it's interesting, man. Like I said, I didn't like it. I didn't care for it. No, sir, I don't like it. But kudos for it having moments that felt real. And real scary. Like I said, you know, you never know. If you like birds, check this movie out. If you do not like birds, do not watch this movie. Thank you very much, and please stay tuned for more graphic content. And now, for your maybe listening pleasure, here's an ad. You can, you know, it's about 2.5 minutes, so, you know, just to let you know. I'm trying to feed my cats and myself with these ads. I also get very little money, so if you'd like to sponsor the show, that'd be great. But, yeah, so, ad. Hey, what's going on, listener? Hey, are you the kind of person that travels and gets out to go eat? I mean, if you're that kind of person, you know what you should be checking out? You should be checking out the Infatuation app. You're asking yourself, what the heck is that? Well, think about it like this. Imagine if you had a close, trusted, a personal friend like yours truly, like your friendly neighborhood Adrian Lozano. What if you had me on your side? Not necessarily me. If you, get this app, you won't hear from me, but somebody like me, a trusted friend, a trusted voice, an actual voice. That's right. See, what the Infatuation app does already, for crying out loud, is it helps you find the right restaurant for any situation. Need a place for a first date, trying to find a spot for your birthday, doesn't matter. This app will help you. But see, that's the thing. If you are curious as to where to go, all you have to do is shoot a text. That's right, a text. You let infatuation do the work. Inflation's gonna take over whether you want it to or not. But the Infatuation app, they're the ones that are gonna do the work by sending the text. That's 64560. That's right, 64560 A real person will respond and help you find a restaurant in that area. That's right. There's no weird list that you got to wait for buffering. No, no, no. You send a text message, and then before you know it, there they are talking to you, telling you what's up about the areas you might like. Theinfatuation.com, or download their free app for iOS or Android to search thousands of restaurant reviews and guides in 22 major cities around the world. Like I said, you could let infatuation do the work for you while inflation's making the wages go up. Whatever. This is your friendly neighborhood, Adrian Lozano, telling you that it would be worth your time to definitely check out the Infatuation app. If you're looking for a good time, these cats will know where to send you.
Here's where the guest star comes in. This episode's guest star, Becky Bilderback, Beckenstein, the third or fourth.
Continue.
Okay, so the next time, there's a little tip from Chris if you want to bang one out of a woman. Drink a bunch of water before you do. Just down as much water as you can.
Waterboard yourself.
You're gonna need to hydrate, and because you're gonna have all this blood that's going to other muscles and everything, and you don't want to have to share with everybody. If you know what I mean, you want everybody to have, all the fluids that they need.
Also, eat.
Yeah, eating's good. You don't want to eat too much because then you get cramps. Like in your stomach, you get like a side stitch. Oh, well, yeah, of course. But definitely will help you maintain full status, for sure. It really works. So today we've got, what do we got? New Amsterdam apple vodka. It actually looks, it's a nice bottle. You want to read it to the people?
New Amsterdam apple flavored vodka.
Give me that thing, man. Okay. 35% alcohol by volume, aka 70 proof. It does not say aka, but I do. Apple flavored vodka.
AKA.
Yeah, it's a little bit smaller. It's a slightly different version.
It's the A field.
It's like one of those plastic ones that kind of looks like a phone, Okay, exceptionally smooth. And on the back we got Amsterdam apple flavored vodka, a premium vodka
What was that?
A premium vodka infused with natural apple flavors.
What he gave you was the actual infused sound effect. That's what you heard.
That's the onomatopoeia version of that word. 5 times distilled to deliver a clean, crisp taste. It's a smooth enough to... Wow. That sounds good. It's smooth enough to drink straight. Distinctive enough...
And straight enough to drink smooth.
There you go. It's a brave new world out there, folks.
Oh, it's 2019!
2019. Distinctive enough to enhance any cocktail. Contact us at nobody cares about that number. NewAmsterdamSpirits.com. Produced and bottled for New Amsterdam Spirits Company, Modesto, California. California, huh? Well, we're going to give this a go, folks. My buddy here loves apples like, you might as well call him Johnny Appleseed because he drinks manzana like it's his last name. And I don't think he is going to be disappointed in this. And I honestly don't think I am either. The gentleman at the store did have a legit sales pitch.
He did have a quota he had to meet.
He really did
Have a quota he had to meet.
He sounded like he wasn't bullshitting me. I gotta tell you, it smells good.
It smells green apple-y.
Yeah, very green apple-y, like Granny Smith style. Just like, and actually the bottle is kind of a Granny Smith color, so I think that suits it.
Yeah, this is just to assess where we're at here.
All right, let's
Cheers, or whatever they say in your country.
L'chaim. Or cheers.
Down the hatch, I guess.
There you go. Bottoms up.
Wow. That is super sweet. That's really good. It's very sweet.
It's got a tartness to it too. Like kind of a yeah, I guess tart would be the word. I really that's interesting.
Oh, wow. That means he hates it, folks.
That's not, no, it's like
That no, it definitely means he hates it.
No.
He's getting defensive. He's putting up his hands.
these are all lies, folks. It's just that I'm not used to drinking flavored vodka at all.
He is grossed out.
I am not grossed out. I actually I'm intrigued. It's an intriguing flavor. But I do think it's well balanced. If you like apples and you like vodka, I think that this one's for you.
I like how every time he was pointing to me, folks.
Yeah.
If you like apples and you like vodka.
No, I got nothing bad to say about it. I'm not a huge, I guess I'm not a huge flavored vodka fan, but I do like, I will say that this one is a decent one. Of all the flavored ones I have not had, this is one of the ones that I have had. So it's pretty good. I think I can drink this. I can drink the rest of this.
You can also mix this with whatever you want.
Well, I'm not mixing it with Dr. Pepper, I can tell you that.
What about some Coca-Cola or some 7-Up?
No, actually, I'm kidding. I actually do want to see what it tastes
Oh,
like
I
with
thought you
Dr. Pepper.
You sounded so sincere. You were like, I'll tell you that. Like, don't ever fucking question my morals.
I gotta say that Dr. Pepper, I got a hard time.
Why don't
it's
you
like
come
chicken.
to your senses?
It's like chicken, folks.
What?
It's hard to fuck it up. It really is.
little girl.
Like, you could put cayenne pepper in Dr. Pepper, and I'm pretty sure it would taste semi-decent.
That's called cayenne doctor.
Yeah, the spicy doctor.
Spicy doctor.
Yeah, I like it a spicy doctor.
So something like
it
this.
It even has a dance that goes with
Typically, what do I drink my vodka with? Becky, tell the people. Tell the goddamn people.
This, my friend.
This, my friend. He has become.
Is not any longer going to be a secret. Adrian drinks vodka with milk. Like, he is like the dude. Like, he will drink White Russians until he is Russian.
Nice.
And if he doesn't have the Kahlua, oh well. The vodka and milk is going down the hatch, folks. I personally cannot drink milk products when I drink.
He can't even look at milk products, ladies and gentlemen.
Not when I'm drinking. I like milk and I like cheese and dairy stuff, but I cannot fucking stand milk. At least my stomach can't. Like, it coats the lining of my stomach.
It coats the lining on the stomach, or else it gets the hose again.
Yeah, it will coat the lining of my stomach, hold all of that shit in there, not allow it to digest, and finally decide that everybody just needs to get the fuck out. Because the party's fucking over.
Wow.
So, I do not drink milk.
In this instance, I would not mix this with milk at all.
No.
No.
It sounds like
it's too appley. It's too off. It's like when you're mixing, the sour fruits and the citrus fruits or whatever, or the sweet fruits and the citrus fruits. Like, you can't.
I'm gonna try it with Dr. Pepper.
Try it. Chug. His pinky is up, folks. What do you think?
That's actually good.
I'll bet, yeah. Yeah, anything that's fruit-based.
You gotta try it, man. Seriously.
Well, I don't like Dr. Pepper.
Oh.
I've got, look, see that mustache?
I'm sure Cola would
You
probably
see
do
that
it.
mustache right there?
Yeah.
That's the one can I was telling you about.
Drink it from the mustache.
I'm gonna mustache ride this drink.
Yeah, what he's referring to, folks, is our local HEB has a original cola that has a Christmas Santa Claus type mustache and beard on it. And it's interesting because you put your lips above the mustache, which I guess is good, so that you don't put the lips under your lips under the mustache, so it doesn't look like you're making out with Santa.
By the way, my next album, Under the Mustache.
There you go. You heard it here first, folks. He's bound and determined. He's an artist. He's got some interesting ideas on
What
guitar
company is?
and keyboards. I like listening to the keyboards that he throws on some of the tracks that you may have seen on Instagram and YouTube and various other platforms that are the same as Instagram and YouTube. So
I'm trying shit out with music. Like, I'm really experimenting with music because why not? You only live once. Or no, I guess you live every day, don't you? I saw that on a fucking meme, and it was like you
like once like okay, this is your moment. That's it. That's
no.
all
But the meme said, I can't remember who this was. It might have been like Collective Unstable or something. I forget who it was, but they said you only die once. You live every day, and I was like, oh yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess, yeah. But
well, that's very true, because I mean, you do the best you can one day.
Do the best you can. Do the best you can.
And then you wake up the next day and do the best you can. And then
you go in on a Wednesday and you don't do the best you can.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Hey, you know what? How do you feel about Wednesdays?
Wednesdays are alright.
I'm about to make Wednesdays fucking better. You know how? Ask me how, Becky.
How the fuck are you gonna do that?
I'm gonna start releasing my podcast on a regular basis every Wednesday. That's right, consistency, motherfucker.
There you go.
Every Wednesday. Every Wednesday's gonna get a lot better now because my podcast will come out every Wednesday.
Well, that's what I'm fucking talking about, man.
Rain or shine, my friend. I've got a schedule to hold to, and I've got bullets in the chamber. So.
Whoa. Well, it sounds like it's gonna be explosive, folks. But seriously, yes. very cool. Doesn't it taste good with a cola?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what these flavored drinks are more designed for, unless it's something
I'm
like...
actually gonna get some more of this stuff.
Go, but by all means, my friend, by all fucking means.
I gotta say, I like it a lot better with the Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper and apple vodka. New Amsterdam apple vodka is very delicious.
We're plugging them now. Hopefully they sponsor us. All right, so I am drinking... What am I drinking, Chris? I'm drinking apple milk.
You are drinking apple chocolate milk, sir. Like, I'm surprised that's not a martini already. Like,
you give me an olive, I'll throw it in there.
You go to the Evil Olive, I'm pretty sure you can get any kind of martini that you're really looking for.
Yeah, but it's not gin. Oh, I guess it is a vodka martini. Yeah.
Well, you could do either one.
I think a typical martini is a
you can
martini.
shake it and not stir it, you know?
Or look at it and don't touch it.
Or touch it and don't look at it.
They got close his eyes. Speaking of don't look at it, I also saw Bird Box, which you saw... Which, if I remember, if I'm quoting you correctly, you said you wanted to see the monster, but you didn't see the monster, what there was monster.
But I thought it was appropriate because, I mean, the whole point of the movie was making you think about what it's like to not be able to see.
I automatically assumed that a school for the blind would be come into play.
Really? Like, that's exactly... Like, you really pinpointed it down to that?
I was like, if... Just like in the movie... not Bird Box. What was it? The auditory one.
A Quiet Place.
That shithole. That one. Just like that one, it's got...
I thought this was better than Bird Box.
Well, if you're mute...
Or Bird Box was better than A Quiet Place.
If you're mute, or if you're unable to produce sound, you've got the advantage over monsters that hunt by sound. If you're blind... and there's creatures that kill by sight, you've already got a leg up. You see what I'm saying? Because you already know what it's like to be blind. So you don't have to run and panic and like worry about everything.
Yeah, I don't know if the monsters can see and you can't. I think that's a massive disadvantage.
But if you have to see them in order for them to take effect.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
well,
that was the premise.
like they can't. Yeah, they can't.
So
they basically can't hurt.
They're
you.
immune. They're immune.
Yeah.
They're 100% immune.
Yeah.
You can hold their eyes open all fucking day.
Yeah, but what did you think about the people?
The people.
What did you think about the people who saw them and went insane? Like, what did you think?
I thought that didn't make a lot of sense when they... Like, these people are insane, but yet they can carry on conversations. They can drive cars. They can shoot guns.
Well, I mean, don't you think there's insane people that do that?
Well, I mean,
now?
What's the level of insanity? Like, what's the cutoff? You know what I'm saying? Like, does somebody just have to be a sociopath?
To me, I don't know.
Or a psychopath?
And
they have to be full-blown psychopaths in order to be immune?
Well, that's what they never described.
Because I was assuming, what if it was like Down syndrome or something like that? It's like all these people from... they said the mental institution, but what about hospitals in general? What about people with other disabilities?
Well, I mean,
that just didn't understand what they were seeing.
They didn't specify.
Exactly.
You know, that was one thing a question I left the movie with.
I wanted to see them develop a way how to kill the creatures.
Yeah, I did too. But the other
the guy in me.
But going back,
there's a guy in me. The guy in me.
That sounds rough. So I really wanted to explore that idea of
I thought they'd be cool if they did like a Cloverfield.
The people that could check this out. The people that
like a hunter story.
could see and wanted everybody else to see. Like the way I saw it, it was like it just became an obsession for them, and that became like their sole purpose was to expose other people
hold people's eyes open.
Yeah, like literally.
I would chew a motherfucker's fingers off. He gets his hands close to my face. God damn it! Like
fighting for survival. I'm pretty sure.
I love my favorite part of that movie.
Things.
We're jumping around quite a bit, but my favorite part of that movie was the boat when they got attacked, and he was like, "Take your blindfold off."
by that redneck guy.
Yeah, and please, Chris, redneck American. And she's
also
just,
known as redneck,
swinging with the fucking machete. I loved it. You know.
Yeah, she hacked him up pretty good.
Yeah, she killed him. The dude died.
Yeah.
But that was my favorite scene of that movie. But we're jumping around. We're jumping back and forth.
Well, no, but we're talking about the insane people who were trying to make everybody else see these monsters.
Yeah, like I said, there was no cutoff. It wasn't like, was it just sociopaths or psychopaths, or was it people that were mentally disabled or had some kind of maybe severe, like, I don't know, with that other dude, I believe that he was a thief. That guy that Olympia let in, I thought he was a thief more than I thought he was.
The guy they let into the house.
Yeah, and the one they didn't check his eyes or whatever. That dude. I can't remember his name, but I believed his story. But I thought. Are you talking about the guy who was like, "Oh, the guy who killed everybody"? Please don't kill me. Yeah. I'm just here to help or whatever. No, I was looking for a place. Like,
I was looking for a place. That's what it was. Yeah. Thank you.
I went from door to door and fucking.
Yeah.
It's like, sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, I mean.
It's like, I don't believe your story. I don't believe your story.
Yeah, John Malkovich.
At all.
John Malkovich's character had the right idea. Fuck that. Everything we have let from the outside has killed us. Yeah. Has killed at least one of us.
I understand letting the pregnant chick in because she's pregnant, but like this dude, I don't buy that story, dude. I don't believe that story.
I really didn't either.
I thought he was a thief. I thought he was a thief. That's what I thought. I was like, he's a fucking thief, and he's gonna try to steal.
Well, he always did kind of like have his shoulders up and like
then,
whoever.
You see the artwork, you see the monster in the artwork. You see like a bunch of eyeballs.
That actor was really good.
We've seen him in a bunch of stuff, but I can't. I think he's in fucking Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah,
he's the lawyer.
Yeah, he was very good at playing the part. I thought he did it.
Apple Milky.
He was that's such a weird combination. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's good.
The apple milk vodka chocolate combination?
Yeah, I do.
Orale. Well, I really also one thing I was kind of confused about, and I'm not sure why it happened.
It's when somebody tries to send you a Bluetooth message.
No, it was when MGK's character and that chick.
Oh, they took off?
They just fucking took off.
I wanted to see a resolution of that.
I did too. I wanted to see what the fuck happened. Like, I wanted to see them
where does this go?
drive off a cliff, or get eaten by the monster, or
I didn't see it eat anybody. Just a lot of suicides.
Yeah, well, maybe they.
How about those fucking with the auditory?
Kind of underhandedly sneak that in there.
We're almost. Where are we at? Yeah, we're almost there. All right, cool. So yeah. What's your deal with the boxing day on birds? Ultimately, did you like that movie?
It was interesting. I thought it was a good one-timer. That's the way I saw it. It's not something I would buy, or
since you had Netflix,
or probably watch again. I paid for it in my own way.
You're like, with my time.
I don't think that it was interesting, but honestly, I really wanted a bigger bang at the end. I wanted
Sandra Bullock to explode.
Well, something like that. I really wanted to kill one of these things, whatever they were.
Like I said, what if they did a Cloverfield type, where there's like a special forces guy, but he's blind, and he's blind from like war shrapnel or whatever. It was before these things invaded, and so he's got all these special forces tactics.
Or maybe he's blind. Or maybe they found some kind of filter that they could do visually.
What if there's like thermal, or something like that, or night vision, or what is thermal?
Like using the UV spectrum to see.
That'd be great. But didn't BD Wong have some kind of filter? I guess because it was looking at the camera.
Well, yeah, it was a direct camera. Like, it was just
he said
filming.
Indirect. That liar.
Well, a camera is direct, okay? Like, I mean, I guess the actual image, like, made people go insane.
It's a reflection of the image.
But the funny thing is that when he drew it out, remember when he drew it out on the table, that crazy guy that they let in the house? When he drew it out on the table, that one guy that was in love with Sandra Bullock came down and saw the pictures, but he didn't lose it, right? He saw the pictures, but he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
But he didn't see the actual image. So
I think you could see that. I think you could see pictures of it and not go insane.
Indirect pictures,
like those drawings.
Yeah, well, a drawing is.
I think you could see.
A drawing is an interpretation. A drawing is not an actual picture.
But like a photograph, you're talking about?
Yeah, I think a photograph would make you go nuts.
I think it might have that level of power.
That's what seeing an image is.
Well, you're getting a.
Yeah, you're getting a literal picture. Like, you know exactly what it looks like.
Like when somebody sends you something on Bluetooth.
Then
you're getting a literal.
Yeah, a verbal cue, if you will.
Whip it.
So, yeah, I mean, I thought it was a good watch. I would recommend it to some people.
Decent people.
Yeah, decent people. Not
indecent people like your buddy here. This is the Adrian Lozano Show, and today I'm reviewing the movie Venom, and special guest star is the one, the only, Backy Bilderback. Say what's up, Backy.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Alright, so...
And ladies.
Nice. You see what he prefers. Okay, so check it out.
Indeed, absolutely. I was watching Venom for the first time.
We're exactly...
What is it, 15 minutes in?
We are 12 minutes and 34 seconds.
I was close.
No, you weren't.
A minute and come on, 2.5 minutes off. But no, seriously, I'm watching Venom for the first time. Venom. Stop talking shit about Eminem. All right, like I know he's not.
He just sucks. That's all.
I know he's not your favorite rapper,
but he listens to the podcast, and I appreciate him listening.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, definitely. The bad guy's fucking creepy. Like,
watch your language, sir.
He looks extremely creepy. Like, those creepy, bulgy eyes bulging out and talking about things all fancy, but an underlying stroke of horribleness. And he's talking to Tom Hardy.
What did you say about Tom Hardy's accent before we...
Oh, Tom Hardy's accent?
He's able to sound what?
He is able to sound...
raspy?
Like, raspy redneck. Vato Mexican. And, like, kind of hip-hop black guy and fucking British all at the same fucking time.
Simultaneously.
All four of those accents are wrapped into what the fuck I'm hearing from Tom Hardy right now.
Here's a little dialogue between the two.
Earth. But if you think about everything we found in the
That's
ocean,
the bad guy.
land, is it time to look up there? This plethora of untapped resources.
You have a plethora of untapped resources also from your pharmaceutical companies that you're involved with, to help you realize that ambition, I suppose. Forbes.
Okay, I'll give it to you. He sounds fucking weird.
Yeah, he sounds like he's blending accents.
Sir, are you blending?
Blending accents.
A little bit blending.
Yeah. I'm trying to sound fucking mysterious like I'm fucking Christian.
From here.
Christian Bale trying to do Batman.
What? Where? Why? When?
Oh, you can't believe it, can you, Trebek?
Batman fucking on Jeopardy?
Yes.
Oh my god. Was that a thing? Did you see that?
No, when Daryl Hammond does Sean Connery on Celebrity Jeopardy.
I know, I'm a product of the...
That's when your mother fucked you in the ass, Trebek, or whatever.
That did not happen.
That is not an answer.
That is not in the form of a question. Alright,
Sean Connery, you're a dildo, and this show is over now.
We'll be right back with more Venom updates. What do you think? What was your verdict on Venom?
Badass.
Badass, right?
Yeah, like through and through badass.
I was on the fence because there's a lot of differences from the comics than the actual... I love this credit scene.
I didn't...
but
I have no reference to the comics, but...
so you...
As a fresh movie watcher, yeah, badass through and through.
Right on.
Like, non-stop action, good story. Venom is an interesting idea. Like,
the
Venom...
symbiote.
Yeah, the symbiote is incredibly powerful and incredibly influential, if not domineering. And at the same time, it has a reference between good and evil that blends together.
Michelle Williams, that was his girlfriend. What did you think about female Venom?
That was interesting to find out, totally out of fucking nowhere. I don't know how Venom got to her.
From a little dog.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. That makes sense. But, she was, I'd fuck Lady Venom. Yeah, why not?
Wow.
Just saying.
Wow.
I mean...
You are a happily married man, sir.
She's cute and black and all, she's gorgeous.
So, I think
Don't lie and say you wouldn't.
Look, of course.
Yeah, duh.
Okay. So look, right now we're gonna come to the post-credit scene. Overall, would you recommend this movie to anybody?
Oh, I would recommend it to many people.
Awesome.
Yeah, I would give it. It was a badass movie.
All right, put a cork in it, sir. You're gonna watch this post-credit scene. Okay, so you just saw the mid-credit scene, and you saw good old little orphan Annie there. It won an award for worst wig or worst hair.
I could see that.
But that is Carnage, my friend, and now that you are familiar with Carnage...
Yeah, but honestly, I could totally see Woody Harrelson pulling it off.
Yeah, Carnage is the offspring symbiote of Venom.
Well, so, Venom had sex with...
They reproduce asexually. Like, they don't need a...
Oh, so how the fuck did Venom...
I think every symbiote has the capability of producing 5 symbiotes as spawns.
Okay, well, he spawned onto Woody Harrelson?
No, his spawn chooses Woody Harrelson.
Hmm.
He has a spawn, and his spawn chooses Woody Harrelson.
Before he even met him.
No. This is pre, like...
This is before Carnage.
He gets the... Yeah.
Oh, before he gets it.
Yeah.
Oh, the Carnage was like a movie thing.
That's going to be the next movie.
Yeah, it wasn't really like a real thing. Like, it was just like, hey, we're just going to see this crazy murderer.
And he's going to say
And then, yeah, Venom's going to be like, oh, yeah.
Venom.
Yeah, I want my spawn to fornicate with Woody Harrelson.
It's not even that. It's if you want to call it that, the symbiotic relationship.
Like,
there's not going to be a product of their love.
This is my question. Like, how does Venom... so Venom just randomly asexually reproduces?
Every symbiote has 5 other symbiotes in them. So at some point...
Okay, so Venom's just going to latch out and say, okay, my child's going to be here in this host.
Essentially, yeah. But he doesn't really have control over the host. He's just going to have a child at some point.
And then the child chooses.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
So, at this point, when we see Woody Harrelson's character...
He has not gotten...
He's just crazy.
He's just a crazy murderer.
Yeah. Okay.
A serial killer, in fact.
And Carnage is stronger than Venom?
Yeah, the offspring are always stronger than their symbiote host, I guess, or symbiote or
parent?
Yeah, I guess that's a good word for it.
Parent? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what's the opposite of what's the opposite of offspring?
Yeah, parent.
Yeah. So yeah, they Carnage has the capability of destroying Venom, so it takes Spider-Man and Venom to take down Carnage. That's how strong Carnage is.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty wicked, because Venom, I seen him take out about 40 cops.
Like nothing.
In body armor. Like
nothing.
it didn't even get a scratch. Like, honestly.
So, like, overall, do you feel like this movie, did it disappoint in any way your expectations?
No.
I gotta say, a lot of people were disappointed because it makes such a sharp turn away. Like, Venom's origin 100% has Spider-Man in it. Like, it doesn't not have Spider-Man in it. Spider-Man is key to who the fuck Venom is. Because he first gets with Spider-Man. And then after that, Eddie Brock is wronged by fucking Peter Parker. And fucking the symbiote is betrayed by Peter Parker. And the two of them join up in a revenge. And he even names himself Venom.
Well, I blame that on that dude from that 70s show and what's his name? Seabiscuit. What the fuck's his name?
I don't get it.
Tobey Maguire.
No, but this is the origin though. This is what it is.
Yeah, no, I know, but like they tried to do that with the last Venom iteration, right?
Yeah, it's like you saying that, like, oh, okay, I've already seen Bruce Wayne's parents be killed. I don't know about that.
No, it was more about, like, they tried
like, that's his origin. That's Venom's origin.
I'm just saying, I think the reason they did that is because, you know, they had this other guy playing Venom, and he was a wimpy noodle, and...
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but what I'm telling you is that that's his origin.
Yeah.
And so what this does is...
says that he doesn't need Spider-Man to be a fucking badass.
And that's why I'm on the fence. Like, that's why I'm like, it's great, it looks great, it's awesome. But it is not.
I mean, from a non-comic book avid reader perspective,
it is not.
it looks was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that
it looks great.
I
it
mean,
looks great,
I-
but
I think
it
the
is
story.
not.
I think the story was great. I mean, but I
story's
think,
that's
but I
the-
think, but I know it doesn't follow the comic book version of Venom's origin story.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense how something like
It made sense to me.
Yeah, I know, but you're removing now you can't put Spider-Man in it
Why not?
because the whole fucking thing was his origin was Spider-Man first. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Do you understand? Like, you can't introduce it later. Like, you can't.
I mean, you can't introduce his origin story later, but you can still introduce the character.
That it's what you're
Dude,
doing.
the whole premise of like comic books is the ability to, you know, take different ideas that you hadn't really thought of before and like mesh them all together. Like Batman having guns and killing people. Like,
that's my Batman.
You're telling me that fucking Peter Parker, Spider-Man can't come in after this story?
Yes, I am. That's what I'm saying. As a avid fucking reader of comic books, I'm telling you that wouldn't make fucking any goddamn sense.
Well, to me, it makes perfect sense.
Wow. You are a monster, sir.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry that you feel that way.
I really do. Like, I really feel like they fucked it up in the sense that you can't have... You're having a Spider-Man universe without Spider-Man. That's what they're doing. And it's not cool.
It looks awesome.
It looks great, but it's not... It doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah, it's like the Justice League. It's like, there's some great parts.
So you're telling me that
it looks great.
It's as bad as Justice League.
Oh my god, yeah. I would compare it to story-wise, yeah. Yeah. Because Justice League totally didn't take the right way to revive Superman. Superman shouldn't have been in that fucking coffin. Superman should have been revived by getting, like, thrown in some goo and then electrified. Like...
Yeah, that was kind of boring.
That's bullshit. Just like, this isn't what this is. Like, this story is a monstrosity of what the story of Venom could be. Because the story of Venom is the revenge against Spider-Man. That's what fuels. That's where his name comes from. That is who he is. He is going to destroy Spider-Man. That's the only reason he remains here. Is to see Spider-Man dead.
Well, so he's not an alien from outer space?
Yes, he is. That origin is still the same. The only difference is Peter Parker got that symbiote first and developed a relationship and bonded with it.
So Peter Parker was Venom before he was Spider-Man?
He was Black Suit Spider-Man. Yeah.
That's an interesting story to tell.
Yeah, and from a movie that you say you've never seen, the third Spider-Man movie, they tell that story essentially not well, but they tell it pretty accurately. What I did is I took this body that has no head, and I gave him Carnage's head, so that way he's got some type of...
Head?
Yeah, but that's essentially the Black Suit Spider-Man. And he got his suit during the Secret War, when the Beyonder pulled everybody out and was like, fight for my amusement. And, the whole story of the symbiote is, it adapted to Peter Parker, and it loved Peter Parker, and it helped Peter Parker, but it made Peter Parker evil, and made him blood. And it's one of the coolest revenge stories ever.
And so the Blackness wants to get back at Peter Parker?
Yes. Because why would you betray what we had? Why would you trade me in for these people that have known you your whole life? You know, because like he betrays Mary Jane, he betrays, like in the comics, he's a totally different person.
Everybody.
Well, in the comics and in the cartoon and in the fucking movie, like he just turns into an asshole. And essentially, like he's got no innocence about him anymore. He's just like, if I want to fuck somebody up, I'm gonna fuck somebody up, and he does. He fucks up a bunch of like punks and shit like that in the comics. But it's like he doesn't realize that the suit is what's doing it. He thinks that everybody's just got it in for him. Like the suit's fucking with him psychologically.
Yeah, like everybody who's a psychopathic asshole, they think it's everybody else's fault.
Essentially, yeah. Like but it's so good, dude. And like I'm saying, like that's the whole fucking revenge story. That's the whole part. It's like, it's just so. Yeah, like that was a good way to put it. Like comparing it to Justice League, yeah, because it is a lot like that. They ruined the story. It has some parts that look great, but boy, did they fucking
way better movie than Justice League.
Aquaman was a way better movie than Justice League.
Yeah, it was.
But I would also say Aquaman was a way better movie than Venom.
All in all, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. But I think Venom was still a really good movie.
Like I said, it looks great.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's an incredible fucking action movie. Yeah, he's got a Spider-Man moment on the top of the fucking semi-Washington Monument.
You got a nice semi-Washington Monument going there. Yeah, I don't know, man, like, it's weird that they would paint him as a good guy because he's always a bad guy. For the most part, like, he spent a good fucking decade being a bad guy. Then they turned him into an anti-hero. Then they fucking Suicide Squatted him where they were like, we put a bomb in you and you have to be good or else. And it's like...
He's a bad guy.
He's a bad guy. Just like Carnage is a fucking murderer. Like, he's a bad guy. Venom kills people.
Yeah,
Spider-Man doesn't kill
Venom
people.
has killed a ton of people in this movie. But god damn it if it wasn't entertaining.
It was a great, like, visually, it never was boring. It had interesting elements that were great, like, executed well.
And I think Tom Hardy was great in it.
I'm glad he didn't rap, you know?
Rap?
He used to rap.
What?
Yeah.
He's British.
Oh, yeah.
British people don't rap.
He used to rap.
Well, they shouldn't rap.
He did.
I always think of him in my go-to movie.
Star Trek? When he's Picard's clone?
No.
Oh, you were saying that off mic?
Inception.
Oh, really?
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. He's great in Inception.
You do like that movie a lot. We got to do a commentary on that one day.
You know, anything that alters reality.
Anything, yeah. I'm with you there. Fuck yeah.
Is wicked. I mean, if it's done right, anyway.
If it's done right, from behind. Look at that. I love that. See those effects when he's grabbing the gas canister? Yeah. Like, it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. But
if you know anything about comic books, it's a terrible movie.
Yeah, and see, that's what I like about you is that you don't...
I don't know anything about comic books.
But you love the fuck out of it.
It's a fucking badass movie.
But see, that's the divide, my friend. That's what social media is divided on. It made a bunch of movies, but Aquaman made like $1 billion.
Yeah, this movie was not nearly as big as Aquaman.
Mm-hmm. And it's because people are like, what the fuck is this? They're like, hey, it looks great. But what the fuck is this?
That's not why.
Well, that's the nerds that I listen to are saying that.
Well, the nerds are saying that. Yeah, nerds.
It's the children that are wrong, not me, not us.
Look, I'm just saying. All right.
I threw their guns at them.
Honestly, I think like pound for pound, action wise, Venom was better.
Better than what?
Story wise.
Better than what?
Aquaman.
Oh, what?
Action-wise...
You're drunk.
Bullshit.
You're drunk. Because...
Bullshit. Action-wise, Venom was better. But I think that story-wise and all-around-wise, Aquaman was better.
Okay. Alright. I guess. But... This one's on the level...
Do you really have to guess?
Well, because this one's close to... I would compare this to, like, Terminator 2 level of, like, gunplay.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see the action level, yeah. But Terminator 2 also had a story element that was...
Oh no, I'm talking gun level.
phenomenal.
Just gunplay.
Oh, gunplay?
Just gunplay.
Yeah, I could see that.
I would rival Terminator. Like, I'd say it's just as gunplay heavy as Terminator 2.
Action.
Yeah. But story?
Oh no, Aquaman has it beat.
Yeah, I love that Aquaman story.
Like twofold.
How do you feel about Michelle Williams? That's who that is.
Oh, the blonde?
Yeah. If you were thinking it was a tennis player.
I wasn't 100% sure. I was pretty sure it was her. I thought she did well.
She did it for the paycheck. She did it for the paycheck.
I thought she was a decent actress. I mean, you know, she played her part.
She played her part.
Yeah.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think. I don't think she was anything special. I don't think she was yeah. I mean, she was the girlfriend.
The girlfriend. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
But you liked Lady Venom though?
Oh yeah, Lady Venom was fucking badass.
I think that was
the way
Mary
she
Jane
came in,
the comics,
and you know, the way she, you know, tongue fucked Tom Hardy, you know, to make him into Venom again, was really cool. But I didn't think, as an actress, I didn't think she was like
horrible.
Yeah, well, she like I said, she was a decent actress. She did what she was supposed to do. I didn't think she was like amazing or anything.
Breathtaking.
Yeah, no. I thought that Tom Hardy was pretty awesome.
I mean, he's Picard's clone.
You know what? You gotta stop living in the past.
Never!
Like, he is an excellent actor. I really think that.
Look up Tom Hardy raps.
Don't.
Let's see how you like him then.
I don't have to, because that was a long time ago.
Oh, wow.
You know, I'm not living in the past like you are.
Wow.
Like I said.
Look up the first episode of Adrian Lozano.
Yeah, that was a long ass time ago.
That was a long ass time ago.
Living in the... Look.
Living La Vida Loca, I get it, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's good. The look of that man.
Did an Indian man do something to you?
No, like, I mean, maybe he's just a really good actor, but, like, the way he is portrayed in that movie... I feel like
an Indian man did something to you.
I actually don't know any Indian people.
Anymore.
Or any less. I really don't know anything about Indian people. I'm totally ignorant.
But boy, does he not like, what's this guy's name? Raz Ahmed?
Yeah, whatever the fuck his name is, like, he looks creepy as fuck. Creepy, bug-eyed as fuck, man.
Alright.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I thought he looked like an Indian Jake Gyllenhaal, but whatever.
I think he looked like a creepy Indian Jake Gyllenhaal, but yeah.
You were like, not even close.
Jake Gyllenhaal looks fucking creepy to me.
Well, you don't like him either. That's why I was
I don't. He looks fucking weird,
You guys went to high school together.
He looks scary, man. Not scary. Okay, scary's not the best.
Oh, I think we hit a nerve, folks.
It's more like
I think we figured it out.
Creepy. Like, creepy.
You said scary, sir.
Well, your hair looks fucking scary.
Yeah, it does, but that's what it's supposed to do.
And like, Muppet status achieved.
Nice. Nice Muppet status. I've been called Fraggle Rock in my day, sir.
Yeah, well, you just have again, sir. And I'm sorry to disappoint or encourage. However...
You just have to learn, sir, that everybody is a comic book nerd except you.
I seriously doubt that. I will ask anybody that I work with.
They will all say things
To the fucking contrary.
Like Adrian is right.
No, they will say things like cowboys.
How about them cowboys?
Yes.
No? Oh.
Yes. No, you're right. It's okay to be right, Adrian.
I've never known what that's like.
I think you have.
Well, that pretty much wraps up the show. Pretty much, for the most part, from behind and underneath. I really hope you enjoyed the show. If you didn't, fuck you. But if you did, you're the best. Just for enjoying it, really? Yeah, I'm very shallow. Very, very shallow. Very shallow. Anyway, you can reach me at the usual places. You know where I'll be, on the gram and whatnot. And, yeah. Feel free to peruse my catalog.
A special thank you to CW.O'Reilly for that wonderful theme song you hear at the beginning of the show. Make sure to check out his Instagram at CW.O'Reilly. He's a lonely man who knows how to play guitar and sing very well. Thank you very much, CW.O'Reilly.
Hopefully you enjoyed this show, and if not, well, I don't really care. But if you did enjoy it, then I would like to hear from you. You can send me a dirty message, maybe even a little garbled, I don't mind, to the Adrian Lozano Show at gmail.com. You can also hit me up on the gram at Adrian Marcus with a K, Lozano, not all one word, as well as at Marcus Lozano, Marcus again with a K, on the Twitter. Thank you so much for listening, and enjoy the rest of whatever it is you are doing. Hey, on second thought, I think my Instagram is all one name, word. It's a noun. I think it's all one. And one is all for one. Okay, yeah, so Adrian, Marcus with a K, Lozano, mash them together, not literally, but I think it is all one word. Somebody stopped me on the street and said, "Hey, get out of the street," and I said, "Leave me alone." Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of whatever the hell it was you were doing. Thank you for listening. What's that? You say you want more drunks talking to each other all aggressively and whatnot? All right, listener. Just for you, and really just for me, but just for you, and I guess us. Let's call this us. Don't tell anybody. I won't tell nobody about us. But you know, I'm allowed to think what I want. So, anyway, check this aggressive conversation out between me and Becky McBackenstein about das Universe and life. Enjoy, folks. I will see you next week on Hump Day, the humpiest of the days.
They convicted her and sentenced her in the same paragraph. They said, well, they didn't say well.
Well!
They said, Susie, you have been found guilty. Oh, I'm sorry. That is a terrible name. Amy, you have been found guilty.
No, that's my mom's name!
No, it's not. Amy, you have been found guilty
of sex.
Of witchcraft. And
Sexery.
you have been sentenced to death by burning.
By burning.
To be carried out at first light.
Immediately.
Yeah. And the woman wailed and let out a blood-curdling scream that I will never forget. It was...
blood-curdling.
Yeah, it was like everybody in the room was struck by the way this woman wailed. It was.
They were like, that big.
That is what you have done to this person. So,
have you no shame?
Apparently not.
Burner!
Apparently not. No, we had a silent vote. We did not yell.
Oh, I would.
Well, I know you would, but either way.
Again, I'm for the witch. I'm for the witch.
I am too, because
don't burn her.
I think that
burn her accusers.
I mean, you've known me for a long time.
You've always hated witches.
I think that the Wiccan and old religion is a far superior religion to the ones that are prevalent
You
now.
said far superior.
I think you chose to hear it that way.
What is your religion, sir? For the listeners.
I am what you would call an agnostic. I am open
That's
to
not a religion.
That is my religious beliefs or ideas. I believe that there are forces and dimensions that we cannot see or possibly understand at this point in our evolution. And I think that so many people think they got it figured out here on Earth. And if you look at where the Earth is, in this tiny little galaxy, in this giant universe, we're like on the outskirts. We are like the Kansas of...
Did you just call this Texan man Kansas?
No.
You looking for trouble, sir?
No. We are like the fucking middle of goddamn nowhere compared to like New York and LA.
Oh, because your buddy picked those places.
Yeah, because that's where...
You've been to one of those places.
Yes, I have. And that's where everything fucking happens. And guess what?
San Antonio, Texas.
And guess what? In the middle of Lafayette, Mississippi, not a goddamn thing happens. And guess what? The Earth is in the middle of Lafayette, Mississippi. And let me ask you this. Would you ask for religious advice from somebody from Lafayette, Mississippi?
Isn't that where you're from?
Would you ask somebody from Lafayette, Mississippi what the meaning of life is?
Yeah, sure. I'd ask anybody from anywhere. You know why? Everybody's got a different interpretation.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put much stock in it. Wow. No, I wouldn't. And I don't think that most people would either. Because you don't have enough experience, you don't have enough knowledge to be able to say what the true nature of the universe is.
Do you think a man from San Antonio, Texas does?
Fuck no.
Well, I do.
Do tell, sir. Do tell.
I feel like I do. I feel like I possess that knowledge.
What do you think the true nature of the universe is?
I think the true nature of the universe is change, is evolution. It is expanding. It is ever growing.
What do you think the meaning of life is?
For who? Or for whom?
The existence in which we live.
People in general?
No.
Are you talking about every form of life?
I'm talking about the world as we know it.
Consciousness?
Yes, consciousness.
Yeah.
What do you think the true nature of our consciousness is? What is the purpose of our consciousness? Why are we here?
To enjoy.
What do you think the goal of life is?
To live. To experience as much as you can.
Do you think that there's an end to this experience?
Yes, of course. Every journey has an end. But that's only the beginning of another experience.
What makes you think that there is a beginning after the end?
Because every single end has a beginning or is the beginning. Every single one. Every single one.
How do you know that?
I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. In every form of life. In my own life. But in every form of life I've seen it happen.
So when something dies,
it's the beginning of something else.
What evidence do you have to support that idea?
Have you ever seen a tree die? You ever seen a tree that's fallen down and started to get broken down by all the little insects or whatever, and it gets, turned into mulch?
Yeah.
That's proof right there that something dying lives on. Don't you think that elements
you don't think it just gets eaten by other things that are still living?
What do you think is in those things that ate it?
Life. Yeah, and it's more of a...
We're a soul
parasitic.
that has a body, not a body with a soul. You know what I'm saying? Like the physical entity that you have that gets broken down and eaten. That's still part of you. That shell, that exterior that they're absorbing, that's energy that they're absorbing.
Well,
but your consciousness, this wokeness, it's gone. It's on to something else.
How do you know it doesn't just die? How do you know it moves on?
Because, like I said, we're not these forms. We're the energy inside these forms.
How do you know that?
Because there are some people that possess great energy, and some people that possess evil energy, and they will transcend these forms.
And how do you know that the energy keeps going?
Because there is no end to energy. There's no way to destroy energy. There's no way to stop energy.
That's it right there. Matter and energy cannot be created nor destroyed.
You ever heard of Tesla's theory on mathematics?
Yes.
Yeah.
Essentially. That is where we're at, and that's what I wanted to get to. So, there you have it, folks. Life just keeps on rolling. Thank you, sir.
You got really deep there.
You have been listening to the Adrian Lozano Show.